Welcome back to another episode of this Birmingham City Save. In today's episode, we have FA Cup action against Newcastle, which we're going to play and hopefully progress in the FA Cup. We're then going to go and play West Ham, play Fulham, and then end the episode by simming Brentford. If we progress in the FA Cup, I imagine we'll have another FA Cup game in and around here somewhere. If that is the case, we'll play that and then we'll sim Fulham and Brentford rather than just Brentford. But I may be just getting ahead of myself because trying to get past Newcastle in the FA Cup is going to be a tough ask. We have been having audio issues, I did say in the last episode, but I noticed when I was editing, so this is Thursday's episode, so Monday's and Tuesday's episode had audio issues where it was like the commentary and the crowd sound was like jumping and like crackling, stuttering. There we go. So that's a bit annoying. Apparently it's just a bug in the game. So there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. But what I've done is I'll just turn the commentary and like the crowd noise off. But hopefully it won't be a regular thing. So when we're scoring goals, it will be quiet. It will just be me talking. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. It depends what you like. But if this continues for the rest of the save, I can only apologise for having that audio issue. But I will be changing from PlayStation 5 to PC after this Birmingham City save is over and done with. So hopefully if this audio bug continues for PlayStation 5, hopefully it will just be for the rest. It will be for the rest of this Birmingham City save. Unfortunately, like I said, I can only apologise, but it won't be forever, as I will be changing to PC for our next save. But it's FA Cup action first up for us. Do we make changes? We are. We're having massive issues defensively. I'm definitely going to be in the market for either a new centre-back or two new centre-backs because we are struggling at the moment. Newman has been sold, but he is going to come. No, he's not. Newman's been sold to Feyenoord, I think, for, I don't know, 2 or 3 million, I think. But Hurst is going to come in for Clara. Billick's going to stay on. We'll keep Laird and Tierney on. I think even though Christie is better than Phillips, I find when Phillips plays, we just seem to be a bit more solid in that midfield. So I'm going to keep Phillips on with Garner. Poku's going to stay in that number 10. I think we keep Reed and Wright as well. So the only change is it's just going to be Hurst coming in for Clara, unfortunately. Or do we give Barrett a chance? I'm going to start Barrett ahead of Wright, even though Wright he's been playing pretty well recently. But I'm going to rotate it a little bit. So Barrett's going to come on to that left-hand side. Reed can stay on the right. Poku in the number 10. Our star man, who is now 81 rated in Stansfield, up top. So hopefully you can continue scoring for us in this game, in this FA Cup game against Newcastle. Oh, we'll take a corner. It's been a shocking first half. Absolutely nothing has gone on so far other than this first corner. Both teams have been so poor in the final third. Absolutely shocking. But we have got ourselves a corner. Can we make something happen before half time? It's into Billick. Oh, off the line. Get that down for Laird. Into Barrett. Back out to Garner. He's going to cut back onto that right foot, I think. I would try and whip it in, but everyone's left. As Reed comes in. To Stansfield. Took it round his man. Got the shot away. But it's gone wide. You've got to hit the target there, Stansfield. This was Billick's header. Not quite off the line. But it's Kelly, the man that's prevented the goal. We can obviously see that that wasn't a goal. But it's a minute added on, and that will be the half-time whistle. We go in level after a shocking first half. 0-0. No. Newcastle have come out. No way! Has he given a penalty for that? I don't even think I pressed anything. How does this keep happening? What? No way. There is no way. Where's the ball? I can't keep being done over like this. I can't keep being done over like this. Where on earth is the... Where's the foul? Gordon. Right, ball's gone. He's run into me! How is that? How is that a penalty? He's passed the ball and ran into me. How can I be that unlucky? That is shocking from EA. Absolutely shocking how that's a penalty. If I go out of the FA Cup due to that, I'm going to be so annoyed. But it's Isaac with the penalty. And of course he scored. Of course he scored. Absolute joke. Beadle's gone the wrong way. Newcastle are beating us 1-0. And we're losing 2-0. That penalty's totally thrown me off. I'm playing really bad now. Really, really bad. Lunging in for challenges when I shouldn't be lunging in. But Gordon's the man that's got the second goal. And we're probably going out of the FA Cup because the referee's a Geordie fan, apparently. Yeah, we're losing 2-0. I'm going to make a couple of changes now, actually. Wright's going to be coming on because Barrett has been absolutely crap. I don't really want to bring Clara on either for Billick, but I think I'm going to have to. Cochrane can come on for Tierney. We'll get Williamson on for Reed. But put Poku back on that right-hand side. Stansfield's going to go off for Lee Byrne. We'll give Lee Byrne a chance. And there are changes. We're losing 2-0. How's he just breezed past Hurst there? I tried to take Isaac out. I'm so frustrated. It's so annoying that penalty's just totally thrown me off. I need to clear my head. So frustrating. But Gordon's got his second goal. Newcastle deserve to be ahead now, definitely, even though that penalty was definitely not a penalty. And I'm definitely going to keep going on about it. Because, like I said, the referee's a Geordie fan, apparently. Clara's picked up a yellow card for that. Not a great challenge on Isaac, and definitely deserved that yellow card. But we're losing 3-0. Oh, Gordon almost got his hat-trick. We haven't had a sniff of the ball in this second half. Absolutely nothing. We started off the first half really, really poor. And there's the fourth. It's Tonali getting Newcastle's fourth. We are crashing out of the FA Cup. I'm not sure if that's David Coote as the referee. I'm not sure. But Tonali's the man that's got the fourth goal for Newcastle. And we need to sort our players out. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. We can't even put two passes together in this second half. Look at that. Garner may as well not even be there. My defence may as well not even be there. It's a goal kick. 3 minutes added on. Amarin's going off. This has been an absolutely shocking display from Birmingham City. We'll get it forward for Laird. Into Lee Byrne. May have just been a consolation goal. Williamson's going to go from range. And there it is, the final whistle. We are out of the FA Cup. Down to a joke of a penalty. But then the 3 goals, I can't really complain about the 3 goals. Newcastle were the better team in that second half. And we've crashed out of the FA Cup after losing 4-0. Next up for us is our game against West Ham. It's nothing but Premier League games now for us after crashing out of the FA Cup against Newcastle. So all our focus on the Premier League. We're currently sat in 13th place and we need to start picking up points and keeping clean sheets because we just can't do it. I don't really know what to do about our defence. But it's West Ham up next for us. Do I make any changes? I am going to make changes, actually. I'm going to put Poku back on that right-hand side. Stansfield is going into that number 10. With Lee Byrne starting up front. And we'll see how we get on with that. Clara and Billick are going to be our centre-backs, I think. Or do I bring in Newman? No, I'm not going to bring in Newman. Phillips. I'm going to start Garner and Christie instead of Phillips and Garner. And other than that, no other changes to that starting lineup. So that's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go into this game against West Ham and hopefully pick up 3 points. Stansfield puts us 1-0 ahead. Let's go. Starting in that number 10 position. And he's got a goal. We're definitely missing Rigg in that number 10 position. Definitely 100%. It's such a shame that he's been injured and he's out for the rest of the season. Maybe this is how we start from now on. We'll start Stansfield in that number 10 with Lee Byrne up top. But that earlier chance, Stansfield would have buried that from Lee Byrne. It was just such a heavy touch. He knocked it so far ahead of him. But it doesn't matter. We are leading against West Ham. 1-0. No way! They've just passed it. They turn into like prime Barcelona as soon as they get into any team gets into my box. Just pass it around my box and, well, create space. I suppose it's just good football. And unfortunately, I can't defend against it. Just cannot defend against it. Like, who's passing there? Who's doing a 1-2? Nobody. We're back level. It's 1-1. Go on, Christie. You're right there, Christie. Lovely. Let's go. Into Lee Byrne. He's going to try and get the shot away. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Completely forgot about the clock. We're playing better, but we've still conceded. That's the frustrating thing about it, is I concede. I just can't help but concede those types of goals. Every single team gets into my box and turn into prime Barcelona with the tiki-taka around my box, find the space, and then it's just an easy goal for them. And I just can't defend against it, unfortunately. But we are level. We're still in this game. Lee Byrne's a big man. Poku! So we've started this second half good. We've started it good. Ivan's going off for Souček. Probably should be starting anyway. Garner's going to put this one in. To Bilic. Can't find him though, and Somerville's coming away with this. No. Yes, he is. Surprised he's not given a penalty there. Let's go. Need help. Look at that for Laird on the overlap. Poku, if you could run inside, that would be fantastic. Into Lee Byrne. He had time. He's got the goal to put us in the lead, though. I thought I shot way too early there. Way too early. He had his back to goal when he took that shot. But we're in the lead. Let's go. It's been so long. I can't remember the last time I won a game. In the league, anyway. But Lee Byrne has just put us in the lead against West Ham. Do I make changes? Laird and Bilic both could do with a rest. It's the same every game. Their stamina is awful. So Harvey and Hurst are going to come on. We'll try not to give away a penalty with Hurst this time. I don't think we make any other changes. We're playing okay. We're definitely playing okay. Actually, I'm going to bring Reed on for Poku. Poku's positioning on that right-hand side is dreadful. He just doesn't know where to run. So, yeah, Poku's going to come off for Reed. They're the changes I'm making. But we are beating West Ham 2-1. Oh, if Reed could have made that spin in behind. Where on earth is Stansfield going? He's just taken over. Into right. Take it wide. And we've lost it. Come on, right. Come on, let's hold on. We can hold on for this win. Ayazbal's coming on. Oh, and he's gone straight down the line. Go on, right. Get back. Do some defensive work. We could do with your pace back there, to be fair. Oh, Christie, fantastic. Stansfield. Back to right. Stansfield. Harvey. I'm going to put that in because Lee Byrne is a big man, but can't get his head on it, unfortunately. Stansfield finds right. Again, I'm going to go wide with it. 2 minutes added on. The 2 minutes have been played. Stansfield. He's in behind. Oh, we've got ourselves a corner. 4 minutes into added time. Only 2 minutes added time. This will be the final play of the game. And we have taken 3 points in the Premier League. Finally. Still no clean sheet, though, unfortunately. As that's into Hurst over the bar. But there it is, the final whistle. We have taken 3 points. Let's go. It's been a long time coming. We've beaten West Ham 2-1. Next up for us, we are playing Fulham. Can we make it 2 wins on the bounce? Fulham are currently sat in 13th place. We're sat in 11th. Do I start with the same starting lineup as I did in the last game? So I put Stansfield into that number 10 with Lee Byrne starting up top. But instead of Poku being on the right, I'm going to start Reed. And I'm thinking, Christie is going to start as well ahead of Phillips. So it's going to be Garner and Christie in that midfield. And I don't think I make any other changes. I really don't. I'm not. That's going to be our starting lineup. Let's try and make it 2 wins on the bounce as we go and play Fulham. And Delap has put Fulham in the lead. What can I do? What can I do? The computer takes the defenders away from these players, just opens them up. It's so frustrating. I mean, Delap, the man with the goal, is it straight up? It fired straight up into that top corner. Beadle's nowhere near it, and we're losing 1-0. Go on, Stansfield, make the run. You just stood still. Reed. Give that back to Reed. Gone for the goal. He's got the goal. It's Reed that's brought us back level. Let's go. I don't know what Stansfield was doing on the wing. Just stood around. He wouldn't make any run whatsoever. But it's Lee Byrne, the man with the assist. Reed with the goal. Pick that one out of the net, goalkeeper. We're level. 1-1. Ah, look at that. In behind Clara. No pace whatsoever. I think Beadle moved out of the way for that. Absolutely shocking. McKenzie? Got the goal. Fulham player anyway has got the goal to put them back in the lead. Look at this, man. Oh, Beadle. You've got to be doing so much better. McKennie is the man with the goal. Beadle dives into the post. I bet that hurt. But we're losing 2-1. Oh, how's that? Come on, man. Got to try and be finding the back of the net there. It was a gift for Stansfield. Just couldn't take it. Let's go a bit wider. We're putting it in. Lee Byrne, a mountain of a man, can't get his head on a cross to save his life. Wanted to cut that back to Lee Byrne, but it's gone all the way back for some reason. Clara's got it. It's been taken out. We'll have the free kick. Not giving us the free kick. Wright can't find the back of the net, though. 1 minute added on. We will be going in at half-time losing 2-1. Reed brings us back level straight after half-time. Let's go. It's been a tough game. Tough game. Unfortunately, our defending letting us down again. But Reed, our youth academy player, definitely coming into a little bit of form now. I'm glad I started him over Poku. It's 2-2. Stansfield lost it. Tried to be cute. It's a shot from range. Beadle saves. It's another corner for Fulham. It's end-to-end stuff. Now I think I make changes. I'm going to put Stansfield back up top with Williamson. No, I'm going to bring Poku into that number 10, actually. Billick's going to have to go off for Hurst and Harvey for Laird. And they're going to be our changes. But we have a corner to try and deal with. We can do this. They're going to go short. No, I feel like they're going to try and drag me out of position. Wright can get that away. For Poku. With fresh legs. We'll give that to Reed. who is rapid. And he's on for a hat-trick. We're going to lay it off for Stansfield to put us in the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Reed could have been greedy. He could have been greedy to try and get that hat-trick. But he just played it. He sweated it across goal. For the good of the team. And Stansfield, has he just scored the winner for us? It's an easy goal for him. Let's go. I think Stansfield needed that goal as well, to be honest. Let's go. We're winning 3-2. Through to right. The ball's a little bit behind him. The shot straight at the goalkeeper. Could have put us 2 goals to the good there. Alanga at Fulham. Alanga Banga puts it in. Clara's there. Hurst can't deal with it. And Wilson with the shot. Beadle with the save. Come on. We can hold on here. We can hold on. Hurst. Fantastic. Only as far as McKennie. No! And we've conceded a late equaliser. It's Wilson. The man with the goal. We just can't hold on for 3 points. I thought Stansfield scored the winner for us. We're playing better, though. We are playing better. On his weak foot. Beadle. It's almost as if he gets fingertips to it. But I don't think there's going to be time here now. I don't know how long's added on. We'll get the ball forward as quick as possible. With Wright. Stansfield's making a good run. Shoot! Oh, Stansfield hit it on a oneer. Oh my days. Stansfield with the chance to win it for us. Garner's going to be the man to put this one in. Go a bit wider. We're putting it in. To Hurst! It's gone wide. And there's the final whistle. It's a point each, unfortunately. I did feel like we could have got all 3 points there. I feel like we should have got all 3 points. We shouldn't be conceding these silly goals. Silly goals. But it's a point each. The game ends 3-3. And in the final game of this episode, we are playing Brentford. We're currently sat in 10th place. Brentford are in 14th place. And we are 7 points clear of them. We're playing better. We are playing better. We just need to stop conceding. How many goals have we conceded? 58 goals we've conceded so far this season. And still the worst defence in the league. I can't blame the goalkeeper. It's definitely not the goalkeeper's fault. It's just our defence has been absolutely shocking. But it is Brentford next up for us. We will be simming this game. I'm not going to make any changes to that starting lineup. If I don't get 3 points, you don't need to find out what I'm going to do because we got the 3 points. Let's go. Poku, it was, well, pretty even possession-wise with 51% in favour of us, just. 3 shots, 3 chances. Brentford had 5 shots, 3 chances. But we took an early lead with Poku getting the goal. 16 minutes after, Stansfield made it 2. We went into half-time, lead them 2-0. And Wright is the man that sealed all 3 points for us in the 89th minute. As we've beaten Brentford 3-0. I wonder what that means to the league table. I wonder we're still in 10th. We are still in 10th, but it's an improvement, I think. But teams around us do have games in hand. You can see there, Nottingham Forest have 2 games in hand on us. Brighton and Fulham both have a game in hand as well. But they wouldn't get anywhere near us. It's only if Forest win their 2 games in hand, they will go a point ahead of us. But Brighton and Fulham, if they both win their games in hand, they will only be they'll only be a point behind us. So we'll still be ahead of them, which I'm happy with. I'm actually quite happy with that. We're currently sat in 10th place. We're level on points with West Ham, but they have 2 games in hand as well, the same as Chelsea. We'll have a look at the top of the table. Manchester United at the top of the table. I think last time we checked, Aston Villa were flying at the top of the league, but they've dropped off. Manchester City are now in 2nd as well. Liverpool in 4th, Arsenal in 5th, and Spurs in 6th. I think if we finish outside of the top 6, I can't remember quite my rules. I think if I finished in the top 6, I think it was 30% of the profit. So I think if I finish outside of the top 6, I'll give myself 20% of the profit. So 25% maybe, if I want to be a little bit generous. But I'll have to double check my rules because I can't remember entirely. But it doesn't look like we're going to be getting top 6 anyway. What are we? We are 8 points off Spurs, who are in 6th place. Top 6, I don't think is going to happen. But we started off this episode with, I think we got knocked out of the FA Cup. We did. We got knocked out of the FA Cup 4-0 by Newcastle. We then went and got our first 3 points in what seemed like a very, very long time. It wasn't that long ago because we beat Aston Villa in the league. But it was 3 points against West Ham as we beat them 2-1. We should have got all 3 points against Fulham, but unfortunately they equalised in the last minute. In the last couple of minutes. We did have one last chance after that with Stansfield, but couldn't take it, unfortunately. And then we just quick-simmed the game against Brentford and beat them 3-0, which is fantastic news. In the next episode, we will play Nottingham Forest. We'll sim Bournemouth, play Arsenal, and then end the episode by playing Brighton. I'm going to play Nottingham Forest because if we can beat them with their game in hand, hopefully they shouldn't go above us. But that's what's going to happen in the next episode. This is the end of this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next episode.